they're going to play some Pandemic Legacy on Wednesday. So tomorrow, Infinity Tower, Wednesday, 2 different times. So do know that at 6:30 tomorrow is Infinity Tower, and at 7 o'clock on Wednesday is Adrenochrome playing Pandemic Legacy. And those are all Pacific time. Specifically Pacific. So that's next week's schedule. I just want to give a quick know-how to people if they're trying to follow, if they're subscribers. Thank you so much for doing that, especially if you're using your one free one for us. That's amazing. Do know that if you want to resub, you just got to click the button every month. It's not that big a deal. Every time you tune in, just go, oh, sub. I subscribed to my own channel for 2 months in a row. Wow.
But that 3rd month, I was done.
That 3rd, yeah, I was like, I'm out.
I'm tired of this place.
I can't. I'm so annoying. I can't even see myself. So, yes, very fun. So, make sure and do that if you can. If not, keep watching. Our videos are on YouTube. They're on wherever you want to see them. So, Twitch, YouTube, Twitch. I don't even know where else. We're hopefully getting on some other stuff, but that's all. Those are the only things that I'll go around the table. If anybody else wants to announce some stuff, because there's a couple things I wanted to chat about too. Yeah. So, anybody got anything on it? Anything going on? Got anything going on? I know we only played on Thursday. It's just Monday, so we haven't seen each other in like 3 days or something. But has anybody got anything new over the weekend? Found out anything new? I know you're headed to school very soon, hopefully. So, what's going on? Anybody? Nothing new? Yeah, but what'd you make?
Everything.
Yeah.
Was that delicious?
Yeah. It's always so, yeah. Today was a bread day.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I do like homemade bread.
Yeah.
So my oldest son Nick is 3 days into high school.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And he's loving it.
Yeah.
I've never heard him sound so excited. You know, a lot of times you say, "How's your day?" It's good. You know, that's the normal answer. It's fine. But he's like, "It was good." You know, with the little at the
It's
end.
got a
of
little
the,
inflection in it.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
He's digging it. So yeah, I hope that continues.
That's really cool.
Jason's in 7th grade in middle school, so he's in the middle of middle school, and so far he's liking all his teachers too. So
The exact same age as grades as my 2 daughters. So
yeah.
I feel you.
So it's going well.
It helps you out, especially if he's liking high school.
Yeah, and it was funny. I picked up Nick, and he said, "So I had some homework, but I finished it in class." And he said, "If you want, I can show you."
I wish I could finish mine.
Because
right? I was like, wouldn't that be the thing to do? I mean, I don't believe in homework. I will be straight up.
he was talking to me. He was telling me how in science class they were discussing graduated cylinders. And what is a graduated cylinder? And they clicked. Oh, my answer. I know this. When they went to school.
Didn't
That's
get a
so
PhD.
Cool. That's super cool. Yeah, that's good. That's a good feeling because literally my daughter just got home. And she started this morning at 8 o'clock. She just got home at 6:30.
Wow.
From school. To be in her band, she has to be in marching band. So Mondays and Thursdays, she's at school from basically 8 a.m. until 6:30 p.m. That's a long ass day.
I was in marching band when I was in school.
Woo!
And we started like the week before school. You know, for like 3 hours a day. It was just. Yes, they had to learn the formations because the first game was like right away. You know, and you
Yeah,
had to.
that makes sense.
I mean, I went to
It was go
college,
time.
but
You know, so you had to.
everything else
You were
just
practicing almost as much as not as much, but
Like,
as
I
often
never
as the
felt so
football team.
good.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna be out there just as much.
Yeah.
I mean, wow, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, this was in Iowa, where the summers were a little different.
That's serious though.
Just
I've only been in school for like a week and I've written 5 essays.
What the fuck?
It was fun. Just kidding.
This is why I'm
Well, you
glad
didn't.
I'm
I
not in
mean,
school
you didn't have to
anymore.
say just kidding. We all got it.
Yeah.
It sucked. But essays for what though?
Jason had to
They were
write.
just like, alright, we're gonna see how much you can do. Do this, and then I want you to give me 2 more in the other classes. And I'm like,
Hey. Suddenly turned to the pawns.
Hey, I jumped the shark.
Oh,
oh my god.
I mean,
Good lord.
Sometimes I miss school, but that's a
No,
lot.
I will be honest. I do not. I mean, college I enjoyed.
See, I didn't go to school. I just went to college. I liked college. So, college was good.
Yeah,
College was good.
Yeah.
I had to go to class.
You're just like, come.
I mean, it was fun. I was like, there's some times where I was like, this is really stupid. I don't know why I'm doing this. But
Yeah. It's mostly some of the people that I'm like, yeah, I already know.
yeah, how did you get here?
Yeah. that's
If
like-
I could go to college again without having to talk to people,
oh, that'd be the best.
that would
Yeah.
be good. Just
On
like,
the
can I
internet.
just have like a one-on-one with the teacher for about like 5 weeks, and
It's an
then
internet.
I'll be done.
Do it on the internet.
Done with college.
Mm-hmm.
Do it on the internet, dude. I'm telling you.
You know.
I have a wife that is a strong advocate for online learning.
Uh-huh.
That's where she got her master's.
I can.
Online. She's a lot more self-motivated than I am, though. So if I don't have to get on and take the class, I was like, I get distracted. I'm connected to the internet.
Right.
To the
Ooh, look, video
internet.
game. Ooh, look.
Oh my gosh. I mean, there's so many
Look.
things you can do. I was like,
Pictures of cats.
Yeah.
seriously,
Oh, look at this
it's
funny
awful.
video.
So I get so distracted.
Oh,
So-
what's Russia up to today? What's new in the adventures of Florida Man?
Yeah.
Florida man, I love Florida man.
Somebody
love
just
Florida,
nuked
man.
Canada.
Oh,
No, that was a game. So, no, for real. I'd love to go and do some other things with that with it. Yeah. Man, 5 essays.
Props.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I just gotta. We'll put it that way.
You're a junior?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be able to do it.
Is that
Huh? I'm 15.
junior? Is junior
You're
the second year?
3rd year. Well, it depends on your high school.
See, I don't know.
Sometimes high schools are only 3 years, but most of them are 4.
They're mine's
Fresh. Oh, it's freshman, sophomore, junior,
Yeah.
senior. That's what it is. Ah,
Yeah.
interesting. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's been a while.
Well, the only
Sophomore
reason I know
year
is
is
because
No, I only made it to
a
sophomore.
fresh batch of kids going to school.
And I
Maybe
graduated.
Oh.
I was like, done.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
High school was rough. I mean, I hated it. Hated it.
I
Hated it.
freshman year.
What's that?
Sophomore year, not so.
Freshman year?
Yeah.
I hated both of my freshman years.
Nice.
Yeah, I had to take them twice.
Nice.
Yeah, we could talk about my
Well, that's why it's freshmen.
rebellious
Freshman.
stage of my
Yeah.
life. Yeah. I was gonna be a rock star.
Hey,
So-
still can be.
I was so punk rock. I was like, I'm too punk rock for class.
Two punk rock for A's.
Yeah, seriously, it was bad. So that's how I was.
A's are for suckers.
Yeah. But that was the late 80s, so shoot.
Shoot.
Shoot. So yeah. Follows, resubs. Upcoming events that are going on that I am sort of part of, but I won't be in town, so I'm not even really part of them. But that improv for role-playing games coming up, Comedy Sports Club is coming up the 19th. So if anybody's watching this in the Sacramento area, that kind of thing, check it out because he's been on this. Well, one of our shows has been on the channel. He ran a game. He played in a game. The guy who runs the shop down there in the Arden area. So they do a lot of teaching and coaching when it comes to improv and how to be a good comedic actor and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's a nice little shop down there. So I've been there a few times. So that's going on the 19th. Also on the 19th, D&D and RPGs, the other community that I'm part of, that I organize, is having their event out at the Game Room Cafe in Elk Grove. So make sure and check those kind of things out. We always like to pump people up for that. So the one thing that I want to bring up is, of course, this little layout that we're doing here. And when it comes to you guys, since this is literally our 10th episode, our 10th get together.
Why didn't we bring cake? Shit.
Well, because he ate all his cake because he was born on anniversary day.
birthday
today.
Oh yeah, it's the birthday boy.
So yeah.
By the way, so what I got for my birthday
Okay.
from my kids and my ex, because she's probably the one that paid for it, tickets to Bacon Fest in Lakeport,
Very nice.
September 9th.
That's pretty legitimate.
Bacon. The gateway meat.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a pretty
that's the
good
holy
birthday present.
grail.
Bacon has converted more vegetarians to meaties, and
Oh, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have a salad with
That's funny. I know, I love bacon. This is I'm spending these in the middle of my 10 days of no weeds.
Okay.
Yeah, every month I'm going to do it for 10 days. So hopefully anybody else is on the same program isn't watching me right now, because you're not supposed to drink beer either.
That's not bad.
Well, you're drinking dark soda.
Which is worse than beer.
Yes. I found out that garbanzo beans are the shit.
Literally.
Yeah.
No, just what we... No, but they really are, because
Yeah.
you make everything out of them. Believe me, we took...
Yeah.
Because it's chickpeas, garbanzo beans. We buy them the beans, and we just
Soak
got
it.
done soaking and cooking them.
Did you know you can do that in pressure cooker? I was so excited.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was so excited to
I
find
didn't
that
know
out.
that. We did it in a crock pot.
Yeah. There's crock pot, pressure cooker, because pressure cookers.
Last time I did it, I screwed up. Well, which is not hard. It's pretty hard to screw up, but the way I screwed it up was like I took the whole bag of them and did cook them all.
Oh, yeah. That's
And
a
I was
lot
like-
of beans.
So
That's a lot of
and
garbanzo
they don't last forever. They last about 4 days.
Yeah.
So oh my god, there was so much hummus. I was eating bowls of hummus
I did a
and
hummus on my hummus.
oh my gosh, it was so fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have hummus on the top of my chickpea. Oh, it was so funny. So my wife helped me out this time, and she's like,
What a
"Chill out,
trooper.
dude." So
It's just beans.
yes,
Take it
and
to
that's
work.
pretty intense to have that many beans in your system. So yes, I love those. I
I'm
do, because
super
you can
down
do
for
so
both
much
of
with them.
I was thinking about doing like a, like the ground beef taco stuff, like doing the ground like garbanzo bean taco season. I still need to try that, but I'm excited.
I grind up chicken and make chicken burgers.
Oh,
So we do a lot of turkey burgers here.
turkey
A
burgers.
lot of turkey burgers.
I like meat.
Yeah, we do too.
Yeah,
I mean,
I am a big fan of meat.
I am too. I just know I have a tendency to just eat meat.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will sit down and just eat like chicken
Yeah.
and nothing else. And like that's not super awesome for your body.
So, he's like, well, it's alright, but I still hate
Prove
you a
it.
little bit.
According to the doctor that I go to once a year, and they go, you need to eat more vegetables. So there's a personal part of it, but I don't want to go that far then. All right. So yeah, I wanted to ask,
No?
you know, with this a little bit more cozy, and I think we're gonna start doing this more because I think it's more chill. Even though I have to still be separated, which bums me out a little bit because when I usually run a game, I'm right up there with you guys. But otherwise, they would be staring at the back of my head and not you guys. So I had to scoot back. So science. So we're gonna do more of this if you guys are down with it. With you guys, this layout, because look, people could sit right next to you. We could, you know.
Oh, we can sit next to you? Oh.
Well, you could. You don't have to. It's always gonna be up to you.
It's in the angel chair.
I'm gonna fix your angel chair. I didn't have time to mess with my cardboard deflector that I have up there.
Cardboard, that's a good
It's
name.
literally built out of duct tape and cardboard.
Hey,
Is our lighting deflector. So
hey man, that's a cheap deflector.
Yeah,
it
And
works.
and it
efficient.
works.
Super efficient.
It makes him look like an angel. So I did want to, since we're on our 10th episode, and I want to ask live instead of ask you guys what you guys feel. I know it sounds official and stuff, but I want to know what you guys feel about what you want on a new Tripper night, like when we're here. You know, when we're playing, when we're doing stuff, do we need more beers, less beers? Do we need no? I mean, really, do we need less bullshit chit chat at the beginning or more? Do we want? You feel what I'm saying? Do we want to do snacks? Do we want to do more battles? Do we want to? Do we want to do maps? Do we want to do? Because no, I'm just saying I'm open to anything because I love playing the game and I love this system and it lets us do what we're doing right now, but it can do so much more. So I really want your guys' opinion. And go.
Well, my opinion, I think, from a viewer standpoint, I would like to see us actually jump into the game sooner. I mean, obviously, if it was just us sitting around bullshitting, then I don't care. Because it's mostly just visiting anyway. But I think getting to the actual nuts and bolts of the game sooner would be good. I know, like the last one on Thursday, I don't think anybody rolled a die.
No, and that's gonna
Which is not necessarily bad.
Some perception ones, but that was about it.
Yeah, and I think once we get into the game, then things are good. But I mean, in terms of like environment of like snacks and stuff, as long as Sarah keeps cranking out cookies,
Sarah are basically
or admin.
yeah, she basically keeps us alive. She lets me live.
I think no map because I like not having something to. I like just leaving it to your imagination, kind of thing. Because if you have like a map and you're like, oh, that's kind of like this.
Yeah, because I play both ways.
Yeah.
I really do. It's like sometimes I enjoy. Depends on what adventure I'm in. I know when I play D&D 5e, I love maps.
Yes.
When I play 5th edition, I love maps because it's so strategic and it has so many rules and every spell has a certain range and I love it. I love the D&D 5e.
For like certain games, it's totally necessary, but this one's so like.
And this one has this. It has the capabilities to do it, but
Yeah.
I wanted to try something that was not map oriented. So just depends, you know. And who knows? Every once in a while, there might be a map, but I mean, it's not going to be the cornerstone of what we do.
You think about reading like
You just.
What happened? Exploding dice.
20.
like when you read a good fantasy novel, right? There's usually a map of like the world or the continent or something at the beginning, but when you're reading the story, you know, they're talking about some part of it. They don't show a map for that.
Right.
So it's descriptive. You know, but to know, you know, they're talking about such and such a people and where, you know, X country is relative to Y country. You know, it's kind of, you need to know, oh, it's way up there, so they have to cross all this, and then that kind of makes sense in the story. But the details of like the way the river bends around this town, it's like, you know, just use your brain. You know, imagine it.
And so I'll keep doing what I'm doing because usually I do have like a structure of the planet. I mean, literally, there's
Well, and you gave us an outline of the town, which,
an outline of the town,
which, you know,
but for me to take 3 turns for you to get to the local pub would be weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, you only have 30 feet of movement, so it's going to take you exactly 18 seconds to get there.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I want you guys to play your character and enjoy it and be a little bit more.
No, I think that's good. Yeah,
Okay.
There hasn't been any micromanaging at all, and I don't think there needs to be.
No, I know.
More.
If you guys ask questions, I'll always try and tell you what the hell I'm thinking. It's okay.
What are you thinking?
So I'm taking notes. What about you? Well, we'll call you Silly Sat.
So the that.
Silly Sat. What about you? What do you? I mean, what do you want out of these nights? Like, not saying we're doing anything wrong or right. Just what do you want?
I really don't know. Being 100% honest, I don't know.
Because I don't know either. So I'm on that same page with you. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how the night's even gonna go half the time when we start playing. So that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna take those to heart. Where I do want to put out there if you guys wanted to do, I call them single sessions or character sessions, that kind of thing. It's almost like an interview. I would like to open that up and see if you guys wanted to do that. And sometimes open up for like, I would like interview your character. But you don't have to play as your character, but it's just to know where your character in 10 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking maybe by next episode we'll talk about that and just sit down and you can talk about what Griff has been going through emotionally. And, you know, what's been going on with Griff since day one of here, not his backstory, but over the last 10 sessions, you've probably had some your character has had some dealings gone, you know, like, oh my gosh, we need to find this, we need to do this, why am I here, why am I not with Tanya, why am I, you know, those kind of things. And I think everybody's characters had that. I'd like to open up to maybe do like a special session on our normal days, but we'd, instead of our intros like this, it would be like maybe 5-10 minutes of just let's talk about Kragar. Just Kragar.
I'd be like, man, I want to kill more people.
No, but seriously, I was like, because Kragar's got some things going on in his head. Yeah, and I think viewers might want to know what's Kragar. So it's kind of like a little bit of a first 10 session backstory in a sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, it's like in the real world when they like go in the camera booth and they just talk about it.
Yeah, that kind of thing. So you would be literally just talking to the camera. It'd be just you. You know, and then just you, and then just you, and then, you know, whoever's playing the game. So, I really want to do that. I am, and I know that Silly Set, Brandon was asking about our blog thing. I'm working on it. They're up and running. Just they're ugly. I was just saying, every character in the story has a blog page. And I just need to add you guys an author, you guys to be an author of the blog, but I haven't made them pretty yet. So they're really, really basic and stuff, which is fine. I guess we could do it, but I don't know if Jim was here for us discussing that. The idea, if anybody doesn't know, the idea is for if your character is going through thoughts and stuff, so as we go forward, you could literally have the blog open right now. So while we're playing the game and let's say Kragar's not in the scene in a sense,
yeah,
you could be typing up what he's thinking of, like, this is bullshit, or I can see him from here and I'm about to slit their throat. Those kind of things. You could put that as you're thinking in your head, you just put it on your blog. And then people could actually see like the thoughts behind it. We were talking about that before, and I think that'd be kind of, I would like to see that if I was watching a show. You know, because what's in that dude's head? You know, because I'm not a great actor, but you could type it out. So I'm thinking that we might do that, and you don't have to do it. I just want it to be available.
Yeah.
You know, because some people like it, and some people don't. There's a lot been going on when it comes to the show. So we're working on getting viewers involved in the game. We are going to get viewers that play in our universe. It'll be more of a chat-based RPG. So I did talk to somebody on Friday. On Friday about integrating some of that into our web page and blowing it up and rebuilding it, so we can do that. So we can have people playing in our universe in a chat version of New Trippers. So we're working on that too.
Like
so
mud.
what's that?
Like a mud.
Yeah, I mean it really is. But the concept is behind it. But we're gonna probably use Discord for it because the system's already built. So as a subscriber or as a Patreon, you already get access to it. So we're gonna try that. I've been keeping up on my blog when it comes to the show. So I will, once you guys give you guys access to your guys' blog, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't care. It's your guys' opinion. I don't care. So, any rules questions? They've got levels and stuff like that. Let's do an intro real quick. Let's go into our New Trippers intro and we'll be back in 11 seconds. That's probably good because I like to look at this video. Isn't that a cool video? Okay, so we're back. We'll get more game-oriented here when it comes to leveling. So, if I'm not mistaken, everybody at this point has 2 XP.
Everybody?
Everybody. Well, except for Jaya, but Jaya's not here tonight. So you 3 for sure have 2 XP, whether you've spent them or not. That's up to you. But does anybody have a question on how to spend them? How to spend your XP in Open Legend RPG? We good? Okay, when you get an XP, that basically gives you 3. Every XP point gives you 3 attribute points. To spend, and every XP point gives you 1 feat.
1 feet, right?
1 feat point. So bank them or use them.
Oh, okay.
It's totally up to you.
So 2 experience points would be 6 attribute points and 2 feat points.
Okay, and then we wanted to go, let's do our legend points. Okay. Oh, and we also have, we do have a bolster point to give away.
Oh my god, sir, can you not? Smell it.
Like a big waft just come through here, like a big
I get to smell all this stuff at work all day, but I'm just like, oh, it never gets old. So good.
So,
do you know?
Last session. That's all day long. Like I'll be upstairs playing my video game. I'm going. I feel like like Pepe Le Pew. You know, you follow it, you float. All right. So, where's that section of my spreadsheet? Okay. So, session. This is for last session. For last session, when it comes to legend points, I do want to talk about what we did, but I think I feel like I'm gonna give this one the legend point. I'm gonna give a legend point to Kragar. Reason being is I really do feel like while everybody was like hopping in the pods and those kind of things, he was like trying to make a deal and trying to get across the, talk to some random dude, and you challenged him because me as a travel guide, I call myself a travel guide instead of a GM because I think that's fun. So as a travel guide, you challenged me a little bit because I didn't prepare anybody for the lobby at all. So when you walked up to some random person or character, that came from ass, that whole thing. So
you heard he was staying in the lobby and you're like, oh shit, okay, wow,
did.
we're staying in the lobby?
And I was like, okay, let's go. And then you talked to some guy and I was like, I didn't have anybody prepared. So I always have like a backlog of things that I have in my head, but I enjoyed that. I enjoy people that do the silly stuff. I know Ditz has done it multiple times. Griff has done it multiple times. Everybody's done it so many times. It's just last session, you were the one that I didn't have anybody ready for, and I just like, all right, this is what we're gonna do. So I enjoyed it. I got to play in a sense. You know, I didn't get to read a book. I got to play. So that's yours.
Cool. Thank you.
So, all right, now the rest of you guys got to vote on somebody. Yeah?
I remember.
You guys remember the session?
I remember cheese.
Reading my notes.
It's been a long few days.
I agree. It really has. I've done a lot the last few days. We all have. I think we all, you know, with the fall coming and stuff.
Oops.
What do you think? Anybody? Ready to give it out? Legend Point.
I'd actually probably say trillion.
Shane. There's only 3 to vote, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna go trillion.
All right, now, Craig, your vote doesn't count.
Yeah.
So you can vote for whoever you want, but.
I'll vote for myself.
All right, so I'll make sure that Trillion gets one in here. All right, so I just gotta put it in here because I don't remember. Now, did you guys want me to give out the bolster one, or you guys want to vote on it? I'm cool with whatever.
You should give out the bolster one.
The bolster one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we should only vote on one. And
Okay.
then give out.
Sounds good.
It's like,
The bolster one.
stop.
So what? I mean, we're gonna go over some review stuff, but last session we do seem to have. I gotta give it. I'm sorry. I gotta give it to Ditz. I feel like when everybody's doing their thing, I feel like the way she's supporting everybody else is like striking a deal with everyone.
Yeah.
And trying to get some cash. And
Get
I
cash
think
and or stuff.
the more she does that, I think that's going to benefit you guys. And
Oh
if-
my god, Sarah, you gotta
and it
stop
might be bad.
It smells so good.
So I'm giving a bolster one.
Cloud of cookie smell.
Success. I almost. Yay! Oh, I get the one with garbage in it. Yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean that's not garbage?
That's intelligent shit. This is now awkward.
Go ahead.
Yay! All the time.
So, with that, we will go ahead and rewind, and we will. Oh, I gotta pull up.
Never heard that before in my life, but it was amazing.
What? You never
Kind
heard
Rewind?
Be Kind Rewind?
Yep.
What?
I've never heard that.
Oh.
Well,
Before his time.
he's comes after VHS.
Yeah. VHS.
You gotta understand. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I remember talking to somebody and saying, "Man, you sound like a broken record," and they go, "I don't know what a record is."
Oh my
Who
god.
said
Oh.
That was my daughter, my older daughter.
I got one better.
But you see, there was a time when records, vinyls, disappeared for like 10, 15 years.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And now they're back.
They're
And
coming
they're
back.
kind of a cool thing with DJs, and it's just a classic
Yeah.
thing to do.
It's
But
the
there was a
whole
time
hipster
where
revival.
nobody had them. Yeah.
No, so I have one better. So there's a guy I work with.
Woo!
Pardon.
Now that the
Guy I work with. So I had.
I pushed the wrong two buttons.
So my name is James last, right? And so that's the name of a rather famous sort of band leader. Think like Lawrence Welk, but like a larger, like sort of brass band. But
okay.
he would arrange his own versions of lots of different popular songs, and he was he's German, so he's from Germany, and he's extremely well known there. He passed away, I think, about, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, something like that. But he made tons and tons of albums, right? So a friend of mine gave me an album. It wasn't actually his record in it, turns out, but it was from the 70s, right? So it's this James Last dude, and I mean like a suede leisure suit
I can see that.
with, you know, some.
Can anybody see him? In
So I've got it up.
suede leisure
I had it up in my office,
Okay.
and this coworker of mine, younger than me, but still like mid-30s. Yeah, mid-30s. He comes by and he said, is that an 8-track? And I went, what? He said, that's an 8-track, right? Do you not know what an 8-track is? He's like, I thought that was an 8-track. I'm like, how old are you? That's an album. That's a vinyl record. An 8-track is a little plastic cartridge.
Yeah, but it was 8 tracks. There's a lot of people don't know what those are. I know.
I
Exactly. My
could
dad
could
had it.
understand not knowing what an 8-track was, but you should know that
That is
That
not.
is not an 8-track.
I don't know what an 8-track is.
Right,
but I do know
well,
what
what a record
Well,
is.
that's, 8 tracks
That
is
was
a dead technology.
Yes.
That's why it was like it went out with. I mean, it's kind of like how big
8-tracks were cool for their
Kind of
time,
like how
right?
cassettes
Because
are fucking gone.
Yeah.
it was basically like a Mobius strip, but with magnetic tape, where you would play it and then it would wrap around, and it would just, and then it would play the other side.
Oh.
So it would just, so you didn't have to take things out and flip them around or anything.
Yeah, it was already, and you could actually you could flip
Their
sides,
tracks.
you could find the track instead of, on a tape. If you ever had a tape, you'd have to,
You have to fast forward,
and then there was a
just
pause, and then
pure
you
serial,
go.
just linear.
But 8 track, you could go
I
to
hated
it.
having to go to.
But yeah, so there's a guy that should have known better, and then I immediately he's like, "You never guess what you just said."
I used to go to the library, and you get the VHS, and the last person didn't rewind it. So you had to rewind it on the TV, and you're like, no, I can't see the movie. I was like
You
7.
should do that
or
on
something.
purpose, just go
I'm gonna
right
screw up
to the
somebody's day.
Yeah.
finale of the movie and then leave it there.
He was a ghost the whole time.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like you press play. I am your father. No.
God damn it. This is ruined.
That's messed up. All right,
Do such a thing.
let's do. View. Okay. Check on the website. Okay.
I wrote a bunch of notes and I can't read my own writing. And I typed it.
Awkward journal.
I don't know.
All right, so let's go to our recap. We'll go around. That's why I was putting the tipped back track. Tipped back track. Just so that we can
I know.
kind of get a good
We
view.
are a solid mozzarella.
Solid.
It's technically an American cheese.
Yeah, you get American
I can.
cheese, too.
Come on,
You.
dude.
Read, baby. Sweet.
Yeah, you're all like,
Oh, fancy.
it's that suede leisure suit you're talking about. Yeah.
Fancy pants. I'm French.
Well, let us do a recap. Anyone? Jim's not paying attention, so
I am, because I'm staring
I
at
know, but
what
I was
wrote.
like, I was talking about the nose thing. Everybody else touched
Well, I didn't care. I'm the only one that took notes, so.
Yes, which is 100% true.
We'll all benefit from it. It's okay.
Oh, he took my.
Everybody wins.
He said what I was going to say.
But yeah, like a quick recap from everyone to find out where they feel they are and of last session.
So what I captured, and it's weird because I actually don't remember any of this, but
Those
I feel
drugs
that. I
kicked
know what
in
you're
real
saying.
well last time.
well, I mean, keep in mind it was like the day after I got back, so I was pretty jet lagged.
Yeah, it's the middle of the
I
night.
should have been in
right?
bed like 5 hours before.
Yeah.
So there's a guy named Cycle who's from the Moment Continuum.
Oh,
Told us that we need to retrieve the device with Tanya as a team. Jaya has the device, but it wasn't on him at the time. Moments are everything. Time doesn't exist. You as a team will need to help us cohere these moments together. If not, everybody gonna die. So we have to find Tanya and then find the artifact, which is not the device. It's a separate thing. The galaxy is in disarray. Mr. MC Squared contracts through the Trippers Status Alliance. Before we do anything, we need to survive the cycle, so we went into the hibernation station. And basically everybody got the super luxurious princess pods for 50 credits each. Kregar took a blanket and went in the lobby for a much more economical 5 credits.
Yes.
And chatted up this construction worker who's working on one of these other stations, and he was on his way to. So after that, we learned that we needed to, we had to get some equipment at the Voltaic in order to take out a station, which is, we're not quite sure which station. It may have been the same one that this construction worker was talking about, which I don't know if you know.
Well, the way it was explained, and to divulge that, is the station that you're preparing to go to is actually the one that you were kind of inquiring about many sessions ago.
Yeah.
And then you did find out that it did have a session, it's the transmission station 0624. What you did find out about that, but it's a different station than one that he's working on. The gentleman you ran into, he was working due east of where you're at. Yes, east of where, and then you guys, where you're headed, or where all this location, everything beams to, where Artifact, where Pedwar was, and those kinds of, is basically due north of where you're at. So that's what everything's kind of converging on, is, as Griff did find all that, the little horses that he drew on his pad for you, we're all converging in the one north, all coming from that station.
Right. Okay. So then I don't need to warn the lizard construction guy that we're going to.
Yeah, and that's that. Your experience was a little bit different than some of these pod people. I know.
Hey man, he was buying. I was like, hell yeah.
So who's next?
Okay.
You were at the library.
Yeah. I went to the library and I scanned the thing and we talked for like 2 hours. I had 2 day sex. And yeah. Puppy went to the pod with Jaya. Oh god, I'm never seeing Puppy again. Oh no.
Well, he was like, yeah.
Hope you don't know.
Puppy, no.
Oh, your
Water
thing.
Yeah.
Your water sprite.
Yeah, puppy. So yeah, you had some. You found out some information. Not as much as you. I mean, there's just not a lot out there on what you're looking for. But yeah, you did get some history on and some ideas of how this kind of the history of how it worked. But yeah, your puppy was hanging out with Jaya. It's a water creature, so it needed to keep some warmth in it. So that's what occurred there.
I saw a creepy, almost faceless dude cycle. Then the day was almost over where we were going to freeze and die as humanoids or fleshies. And then when we went to the pods, Jai's like, "Can we get the luxury ones?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Because he was paying. And then I went in a pod, and there's a lot of cheese that happened. That's all. That's all.
There was a lot of.
There's
cheese
a lot
around.
of cheese, and then that's really what it did.
Lots and lots of cheese.
They had more stuff going on. I was just like, "Whoop, free pod!" So yeah,
Pod, free cheese.
free pod, free cheese, free life.
And we'll just set up the scene of
I know.
during your moments at the library, while Griff's moments at the library, doing as much research as possible and scanning and you finding out information, you're pretty intent on a tunnel vision focus at that point, because you're definitely determined to find Tanya, find out what's going on, and you're always the one that's trying to figure out how things are working. You do find yourself looking up after 1.5 day secs of doing this and kind of slow, and Trillian is nowhere to be found at this point. It's not a concern of yours. You know that she can take care of herself because you know in Pies.
She probably made a friend with someone.
Yeah,
and
you
started
know in
talking.
Pies.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh!
Probably got absorbed into the information. She was just like, whoa, this history's so cool. I'm gonna free all of the Oscars.
How did you lose your dog? Let me help you find your dog.
Right.
Yeah.
Who knows what happened? And I'm getting a lot of text right now. And our Wheel of Fortune episode is re-airing right now.
Oh, really?
So my daughter and my sister are like, I'm watching on Wheel of Fortune. I was like, oh, okay. So,
Spoiler alert, we win something.
spoiler alert, we know how it ends.
Yeah,
So,
let me tell you all the answers now.
yeah, I could too, because they're etched in my brain. Especially the ones you didn't get, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a concern of yours. You're like, oh, it's like we haven't known each other that long, and she's an Empire. Is like, you know that they can survive. They're very intelligent. You're totally fine with that. So you look up, and you do notice that she's not there. So you're like, okay, so you don't, and you just know that. You find yourself, in the lobby. She got up from you're getting out of the pod, and while you're there, you two do come in contact with an Azrai, very quirky, youngish female, very quirky, very nerdy. If she had glasses, she'd be pushing them up all the time, blurting out strange things like, "Don't you guys are not prepared to go?
Oh yeah.
We need to go, and we need to come to a shop over here. We need to see Cocoa Pop. He's over at the Voltaic, and we need to get some of these things figured out." As you guys are turned around and looking at the pods that have been opened, Jaya's pod is open, and there's nobody in there. No puppy. No, it's like he got up before you did.
A big stole my dog.
He be thieving.
Gonna go John Wick on it.
Oh my god. Real quick, John Wick is fucking awesome.
I love both of them.
Oh my god. They're both good.
So good.
Ruby Rose's
First one's better
character, Ruby Rose's character in the second movie was fucking useless. It was very frustrating. Anyways, sorry.
I agree.
Which one?
Ruby Rose, the sign language girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
But I think that a lot of the characters were set up for more movies, more than they were really, if you think about it.
Hopefully.
Because Common, he wasn't useless, but he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
He's the level of John Wick, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think they were setting up for something. So that's just me. I'm hoping, because I love him. But that's what's occurring. You don't see a Jaya. You don't see Puppy. Everything's open. All the pods have been open because nobody needs to be there anymore inside the pods, because the 2 day secs of serious cold have dissipated. Where would you like to be headed? Would you like to be headed over the pods? Would you guys like to be headed over to him? What are you guys doing after the contact with the strange Azrai quirky gal telling you let's go see Cocoa Pop at the Voltaic?
Do I know where the Voltaic is on the map?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, I'm gonna head there.
Everybody has, but you don't know. You had no contact with her.
Oh.
So heading to Voltaic,
You have
that's
no
not
idea.
normal. I don't know if
Yeah.
that'd be something you'd be like, oh, let's just go by the Voltaic. So do know that you don't know
Alright.
about this quirky gal that's
Then
there.
I'm definitely gonna head to the pods where they are right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over to the pod where I know Jaya was, and gonna look like
He's a ghost!
the hell. You know,
Damn!
use my
Yeah.
uncanny working perception to I don't know, study the things.
You could
like,
investigate-
Was
you
there a
could
trapdoor? Was
Did he leave
You
any
can
of his
investigate.
Stuff?
Is
I want
there
to take
any
his stuff.
Jaya smells?
I will.
too?
Yeah, I will steal his stuff if there's anything else.
Did
Yeah,
you
there's no
take the-
stuff.
Oh,
It's like
I
he
have the
packed
rock.
up and went.
What a jerk. I want to
But
steal his shit.
do an investigation of some sort. It's just a perception.
Yeah. Alright. Roll dice. Roll dice, boss.
Oh, we're rolling dice this episode. Yeah. Doing stuff.
Where's my Ooh. 13.
Solid.
It's pretty easy to see that he didn't leave in a hurry, and there was no foul play of any sort that you can tell with the roll and everything. There's nothing out of the ordinary, just like somebody just got out of bed and left. It just happened to be, you don't know how long before you guys, but it did happen. It could have been 5 minutes, it could have been an hour, probably not an hour, you froze, but it was just a little bit earlier than you guys were prepared to leave.
So it's not a case where, so I guess what I was picturing was like a pod door,
Mhm.
and it just opened and he was gone.
Yeah.
It was
And I was,
already
like,
open.
staring at it the
was
whole time.
It was already open. Like when she got out, that pod was already open.
Right, but I'm in the lobby.
Mhm.
So
The
could I have?
no lobby's not connected. You got to look at it as like it's kind of like a back room. The lobby's like
Kinda
a
like a
staging
massage
area.
parlor.
Yeah,
Alright,
back
right.
there it's like a honeycomb.
Just
Okay,
wall.
so we walked into the pod.
Yeah, they walked in there to because
Okay.
it's
Okay.
time because everybody's getting released. Because after 2 hours, nobody stays in there after 2 hours because it's pointless.
Mhm.
Because it's nice out. It's kind of like your happy ending is over. There's no reason to hang out there anymore. But you wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know about the happy ending.
Miss Cow is watching.
So is there like an employee or attendant or anybody standing around?
Yeah, still at the front.
Okay.
We still have at Hibernation Station. There's still Stevie there.
Stevie.
Yep.
So we still do have to go back to the tip and talk to what's his name. See what
And so you still have that awkward Azrai. She's still talking to you. You're walking in at that point because you're there. You're investigating. You're looking. You're like looking. Did he leave anything? Where's his credit pad? Where's his
Well, if that nerdy girl's still there, I'm just gonna say, do you know what happened to our friend Jaya here? He was in this pod.
Jaya? Well, we could probably do some research. She doesn't make a lot of eye contact. We could do some research and see if we can track him down. I don't think 4, 7, 5, 7. No, there's not much I can calculate. Since he's not really registered on this planet, it's hard to track down any. Does anybody have any sort of tracking of his devices that he had? Any? Nothing. Okay. So
Could I
we can look into it.
track the pad that he had the credits on?
Have you scanned it before?
Mhm.
You scanned his pad.
I have.
Okay.
Because I had
for
to
how much
scan-
money was in there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because you didn't find out.
I didn't end up finding out.
But you did scan the pad.
Yep.
So so you're telling her this?
Yeah.
So what?
I have his IP. I got this.
Oh, so
I'm gonna write a VB
you,
script.
you've linked with his device before?
Indeed.
Oh, that could be helpful. When you have a moment, if you want, back at our lab, Cocoa Pop usually has a way to hook up. You have ports, correct? On your body. Do you have a port, like a direct line port?
Do I have a port?
That'd be up to you if you have one.
Yeah, I have a port.
Oh,
Just
well,
one.
let's we'd have to get you. It has to be a direct connection. See if we can get those, because you don't want that broadcasting. So if we could do that, but it's got to be the Cocoa Pop. That's a lot of work, but I think we're really. Yeah, I think we can. Yeah. Yeah. It's almost like she's talking to herself, to another person, and it's like she's having a whole conversation with herself. Yes. I know we can do this.
Okay. Also, you guys, I don't know where Trillian went.
Great. Okay. This is great.
Yeah.
So how are
They're going to party
you
without
supposed to? Okay, we got. You have places to go.
Yeah. So we're
good.
gonna leave.
We're good. Muscle, sniper, talker. We got it.
Hey, we're gonna leave now.
So meet me at the Voltaic when you can. If you have, before you head off, you're gonna need some of the stuff, and maybe some of the ideas we have. We can work with you. Yeah, I think we can.
What was your name?
Oh, my name. Oh,
What's written down?
the Cocoa Pop calls me Yaz. And I don't know where I came from, but I don't know much about that. But since working with Cocoa Pop, I've been called. He calls me Yaz.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Bye.
Don't take too many day sex. There's okay. Oh, okay.
We'll see you in a little bit. Have a great day.
She shuffles off, and it's a very brisk, like a very, like I've got, and still talking to herself. Oh, I think we can. Yep. Ooh, like a crazy librarian. I mean, think of a lunatic, crazy librarian. Cat lady. Definitely has a lot of puppies. But it is an Azrai, the fishy creature. So, and you guys know exactly where the Voltaic is.
So I think we should go to the Voltaic first, but we do have to go to the tip back to talk to what's his name. Because he said come back and talk to me and see if we have a deal or something about finding the artifact. We weren't there for that session. Shit.
Well, tell him.
Shit. So what was his name?
Who are you talking about?
No, before that.
Oh,
The
the
guy
guy
who
right
was
before
a
Cycle?
shitload of money.
Oh.
I'm so bad with
I want to call him Brand, but I know that's not it.
Brand, no.
I say roll a.
Number dice.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be basically because I want you guys to play as your character. So if your character forgot and doesn't even care what their name is, then you may not remember it. Realistically.
My character is way smarter than me.
So roll like a let's do learning.
Learning? Fuck! Alright. The worst.
Holy shit.
You have
I
tons
got a
of,
17.
but you have
You were-
legend points. You have all that stuff.
Yeah, roll there.
Oh. Yeah, I rolled it.
What's the D20?
Huh?
Oh, that's a 3.
Yeah, no. Bolstering me this time.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 17.
Yeah,
17?
17's legit.
It is. You're filing through some of your memory banks, and you're concentrating on trying to locate Jaya's information. Inside those files, you are finding the word Harpo.
That's what it was. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to go to the tip back to go talk to Harpo about finalizing the deal. Because if it's a finalized deal, then you get to keep the one guy, and then we go have a deal to find the artifact and get money and stuff.
Does that make sense to
Nope.
Kragar?
Second.
We go to Voltaic first, but we do have to go there too, unless we want to go make a deal and then figure out what more stuff we might need.
I just put him in my notes as Pedro. What was his name again?
Harpo.
Harpo, okay.
I put him in as Harpo the rich dick ass.
I put him people who have a fuck ton of money.
Yeah,
Harpo.
the rich dick ass is definitely what I got going on.
Yeah, and safe.
It's like a savory candy.
Yeah, let's go to the Voltaic first.
Okay, let's go.
Do right up.
So you're going to the Voltaic, or are you going to the tip back?
Voltaic first.
Okay.
I have a map. Let's go.
Yeah, very easy to go in.
I'm the map. I'm the map.
And you pull up as you're walking up to the Voltaic. I want to look at the map. I mean, you guys know where the map. I should probably put this online somewhere.
I don't know what the Voltaic is.
The Voltaic. Yeah, it's where all the energy workers are, where they build things and.
No, I mean on the map.
It's number 3. It's but I don't think you got that because she got that. I mean,
No, I just have a.
yeah, you just have a
My
grid.
map has no numbers.
So on the top right, you see the square building.
Yeah.
And then 2 buildings due south of that would be the Voltaic.
Okay.
Okay. And like that.
Oh, okay.
So you guys have been around town enough. I'll just see if they can see that. You guys have been around town enough. I'll post this on that you've gone by it, you've seen it, and it basically on the top of it you can see like large antenna sticking up, and every once in a while a pulse of electricity kind of goes across. It's kind of like they're doing something, test labs. Yeah, and as you walk in there, it's much more modernly built than anything else in this whole in Mejai. But it's a lot dirtier in a sense. There's a lot of parts laying around on the outside. When you go inside, you hear the doors open automatically. It's like they knew you were coming.
I wish the Enterprise had those. It's like, the captain is coming on.
Yep, that's how.
God, the Vulcans can't take us seriously anymore.
Just close the door. So it does open up. You look in there, and nobody's even paying regard to any of you. You can see her in the back. She has her pad, and you can see she pulls down a little device, and she's testing stuff. Yaz, you can see her walking back and forth, testing circuits. You do see on a control panel another Azrai, not really in a chair, but more of sitting in like a control station. Kind of has a clear bubble around it, and is kind of like you could tell he's testing out. It's starting to levitate, and then it hits the ground really hard. And he's like, and then he gets back out and starts recalibrating. And you do see a Grundle there, a flesh Grundle, and is walking around, kind of moving some of the larger items and connecting them with that plastic kind of. It's a wood plastic hybrid metal. It's something you wouldn't even recognize, so you don't know what it does. But it is being connected to other boxes, and you see a connection flow going through them, almost like a blue in a certain direction. You can see it pulse through and start to connect. And then goes and finds another one and sets it on the right place and puts them in the connection. So they don't even care that you're there. It's not that they don't care, they just have not recognized that you're there, because they're just so into they're super hyper nerds. Mm-hmm. All of them. They're like, they know what they're doing. as you guys walk in.
Oh, you guys look really busy. Yeah, great.
And you see Yaz turns around. Yeah, we are busy. But thanks for coming. Cocoa Pop. He's just doing his thing. He can't hear inside that bubble. He's inside of it. Jimmy has that pulse. He'll be out in a little bit. Okay. I gotta tell you. One of you has been super nice to Oscar. Who was it?
One who isn't here.
She's not here right now. I think she's helping someone like decorate something.
I think the word I'm looking for is bollocks.
There's a good word usage.
Bollocks. Yes. Does that mean anything? Yeah, bollocks. I'm saying bollocks. Okay. We're energy workers. We harness energy. We create things. Little beknownst to the other Azrai. I'm sorry, I'm just not very comfortable with people looking at me, but I think she started a little something, and for some reason, the Grundles are starting to talk. We believe in the Grundles.
We believe in the Grundles.
Cocoa Pop and I do.
Yeah, we also believe in it.
Energy doesn't take favorites. And we harness energy. Our energy is for good, even if it kills things. But that hasn't happened in a couple cycles. So we're good.
Nice.
So what we can do... And she's looking over... he's still busy. Yeah. Stop looking at me. We want to help. But you have to be quiet. You have to get to that station, guys. We can help.
How?
You tell me. What's your favorite flavor of destruction? She got excited for a minute and then ducked back down because everybody's looking at her.
Like Kragar?
My expertise is usually a more personal. But
Plasma rifles, explosive
it
rounds.
would help if we knew more about the station. Like, what is it like? What does
Our weapon is knowledge.
take out mean?
Knowledge. I don't think you need to. If you take out the station, all of our transmissions go down. It's probably not a good idea to take
Right.
it out.
So what exactly are we supposed to do?
Oh, from what they were saying, Harpo's kind of they
Harpo's
call
a
him
dick.
cocky. You know, like cock.
Like chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like chicken. He's a chicken.
So he's not as
Nice.
smart as he thinks he is, so us getting into his device is pretty easy. But so the information we got, Pedwar was headed directly for that station, 0624. Due north of here. He had an empire with him. It was not of her will, but he needed her. She had a lot of information. She's smart. Smarter than us. Those empire, I'll tell you.
What's his friend?
You would know.
Tanya's his friend.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
We're trying.
Okay.
We're actually trying to save her. So
Brilliant. There's a lot going on. Okay. So we've intercepted some of the transmissions from the TSA to some of their subjects. I think we intercepted one that was trying to get to you guys. You're what they're calling trippers, right?
On the down low.
We're very much on the down.
Okay,
Down
well, we
low.
don't want anyone to know.
Oh yeah. Just don't talk about Oscar.
Yeah.
But I can help. I can help. And she turns around, she runs off really quick. And she taps the grundle, the big tap on the shoulder. Yeah, you got it. The big grundle, kind of beefy, feminine, but large, walks over. Yes, I may have some information for you if you need it. 0624 transmission station, correct?
Yeah.
Yes. You all have digital pads?
Yes.
No.
I need one. They have.
If they have them, you're going to be with them, correct?
Hmm?
Oh, okay. Give me a moment. I will pull up transmission station 0624.
Nice.
See, she's really good. She's really good. She's really good. And then she walks off. And you do see some your digital pads start to kind of like have a scan go across them. You can almost feel it happening. It's like they had in this station where you're at in the Voltaic, they have 100% access to your pads. As soon as you walked in, they're that good.
Sweet.
Talk about it's like the ultimate. You're in the ultimate tech Batman cave above ground. It's like nobody knows it's there. They just think they work on energy, and Azrite don't really know much about it, so they don't care. So it just kind of goes on. But you feel those pulsing. What I am going to do is now I need to find it because I have a map. I do have one. Where is it? Transmission station 0624. And
Trying to not look at these cookies.
eat them. I can't eat them.
No.
So who's in here? Sunset. And trying to find it. There you are. Okay. All right. So I'm sending you two on your digital devices. So I'm doing it through Discord.
Oh, actually, I won't do it on my cell phone, so it would be more legit.
Ooh, this one looks cool. Hey, look at that spaceship.
So you're getting, and I'll post these maybe on my blog. I think that might, or we'll figure it out. I want to post some of these maps up because they're kind of cute. And I do use a couple different ways to put them
Nice.
together. I do use, there's a map maker, a couple different places that I use, and I'll put links to those how I make these. Because I don't freehand the crap. I don't. Use the tools that are given to you. But you feel it, and those scans are coming across, and you see that. So she got you the map. That's transmission station 0624. The location of Penmore on there, don't know. There's not many workers usually on transmission stations because they're pretty self-sufficient. Maintenance usually doesn't need to occur. It's an ancient technology that we kind of just found as an Azrite race. We kind of found it, and we just use it, repurpose it to, transmit information. So all the information that goes usually through your pads and through other people, it goes through transmission stations and relays to other ones. Some contract workers do go to other ones and repair them, but it's usually not for us to do because we're not as bulky and are not as resilient to some of the energy fields that happen in there. But we can help you. So your flavors, What's your flavors of destruction? Stop looking at me.
So the objective is to destroy it, but you said no, that would take down the communications.
Oh, no, I don't know if there's any object to. The object is to destroy it. You're supposed to retrieve Pedwar
Retrieve Pedwar, Tanya, and find the artifact.
and the artifact. If you destroy it, we might have to rebuild something that we don't know how to rebuild. But that's how your methods are your methods.
I think they'll help us like locate stuff.
What do you need?
I don't know, something that'll help us locate.
You said Tanya
things.
Pedwar and who else?
And find the artifact.
What type of things are you trying to locate?
The artifact.
Yeah, the artifact.
Oh.
You guys have any idea about the artifact?
No.
Don't. How did I know?
I'm pretty sure the thing that they can't rebuild is the artifact.
Hey.
The thing they
There's
repurposed.
these. That's a technology it's at least a couple 100,000 years old, and is way out of our grasp of the language and how it was built. But I can help you. Flavors?
Do you have any sort of like long range rifle type of weapon that's very, very quiet?
Silencer. Called
Like-
potato.
I do like what you're thinking.
I would also like one of those.
Let me see. We're
Yeah,
pretty quick
I'll go
around
with
here.
Farmer's
Do you
market.
like rifles?
I do.
Mm. You strike me as someone that might like to look into someone's eyes.
I had those.
And gaze into their eyes.
What do you use?
Sword.
And I'll just, like, using my lightning reflexes before the word use is even fully out of her mouth, just like pull out dagger and just like, not like threatening at her, but
And she's curious. She's looking at it. You're holding it up.
and put it away.
Do you have one I can borrow for a cycle? Do you know what upgrades do?
I know what upgrade means.
But do you know what
I don't
energy
know.
worker upgrades can do?
I'm curious.
Me too, because I don't know what we're gonna do. But and you see the Grundle up there turns around. We can work with it. So the Grundle's been paying attention, knew you were there. You're getting the idea that the goofy ones, the crazy ones are Azrai here. The Grundle is really the one that knows what the hell's going on.
Mhm.
That's what you're getting a perception of.
Alright, I'll pull it back out and flip it around and it handle
Oh.
first.
And the two flippers kind of thing. And the Grundle comes over and goes, give me a cycle. And he goes back and starts to inspect it. He puts it. You see the Grundle go puts it back, puts it under like a scanner, and it's just like it's like building a 3D model of it on the system, and she's starting to work with the 3D model while the dagger's sitting here. So she's working with the model up here and moving stuff around like a 3D.
printed.
She's working on it in a digital realm, touch and pull and see and extend and pushing inside of it and doing some research that Grundle is doing. Well, so you said rifle too, but you seem kind of excited about a rifle.
Oh yeah.
What would you want it to do though?
You break shit.
Kill and immobilize.
If you kill something, it usually is immobilized.
Well, other way around.
Immobilizing kill.
So you were wanting multiple settings.
Yeah.
Oh, well, like, okay. Set it to stun, set it to... Now, we have to build these things. We cannot keep stock. So we do have to build them. We're quick. But we have to build them because we're not supposed to be doing these things. But any friend of Oscar's is a friend of ours.
Nice. Showing you got that shit locked down.
Yep.
So, give us a cycle. Maybe less for our plasma. We do need to inspect the blade a little bit more. It's a little bit more of a intricate work. It's just smaller. So, she goes back. You can see you're talking to the other Grundle. They're discussing a couple things.
What happened to Dave?
He's supposed to follow us. I wonder if he's
Supposed
returning.
Yeah, he probably
We don't know. That's Dave. Just like Dave slips away. People don't check on him, and he runs away. That's what you're finding. It was like he's scared for his life right now.
Yeah.
If you guys are not going to be protecting him 24/7, he's got to find somewhere to go. So when two people go into a pod, you go into a library, and he goes in a lobby. Dave was like, so you don't know. He's got to find a way to survive. So that's what you've been finding over and over. This is like the fourth time that's occurred. It's like,
Yeah.
whoop, and he's out. But he was behind your heels at the tip back. But then after that, you guys went into your separate ways. It was like, uh-oh, I'm not protected.
Hate that.
He's out. So, at this time, he's doing an inspection, goes over and is talking to the Grundle again. Yeah, those are easy. Those are easy as no worries. Oh, okay. Just bear. You always tell me to. And the Grundle turns around. Check in with you. So it comes back. There's two more of you too. Oh well. One day at a time. Flavor?
Bubble gum? Can you get my laser gun a pink gun?
You have a laser gun?
I have like a traditional 6-round and laser gun.
I would love to see your laser gun. Wow, that's not from anywhere I've been.
No.
Traditional? Couple 100 yards before it dissipates and might hit something?
Yeah. I know.
Well, paint job.
Or make it fancy.
I can do paint jobs, yes. What kind of paint job do you like?
Oh.
Surprise you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'd have to. Poco Pop would have to figure that one out
That's okay.
because I'm not the creative one.
Pretty creative.
And as she's saying that though, as she's saying, I'm not the creative one. You hear, you see the ball that he's working on. He's inside of it. You hear, and the ball starts going, and it's bouncing around in the background, like crashing over stuff and blowing up different connections, and they're severing, and starts to roll and hits into a corner. Gets back out, starts working on it. Yeah, he's the creative one.
Good stuff.
Paint job. I think we can figure out some upgrades.
Cool.
Okay. Scan. Yeah. Grundle puts it back there. Puts on another scanner. It's coming up. She's not working on that one yet, but you can see the 3D like image rotating of your laser pistol, just kind of spinning while she's still working on the dagger. Cycle. Okay. That's a few projects. We're gonna figure this out. We need this as bad as anyone does. And you hear, she's like, you guys, you shouldn't be here very much longer. People start to talk when people hang out at the Voltaic too long. And it makes me nervous anyways, you guys being in here and looking at me.
So we're gonna go. We'll be back in a cycle. Do you need any drinks or
No, I'm fine. I just got work to do and I get well taken care of. So and the Grundle in the back, she turns around, she goes, Be good to my boy. He turns back around. So you're getting, that's Oscar's related.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're finding out. You found out that the Grundle's in charge. Not supposed to be in charge.
Can I ask
At the Voltaic.
what her name
They call me Mickey.
is? So, I'm not gonna.
That
An E or with a no E? Or
the
with an
dialects
I?
are all messed up at this point. You're hearing all you can because they're not saying Mickey.
Yeah, I know.
You're hearing Mickey.
That's
So
why
however you spell it,
I wasn't gonna ask.
Mickey.
however you spell it, it's phonetic at this point. Because the language, their mouths are making different noises. Everywhere you go, these mouths are making different noises, but you're hearing your language because you have some stuff inside of you that's still there. The little powder thing you took, you're finding as time is going on, it's part of your body now, and it's almost like it's a living organism that is
Super cool.
part of your body now. And that's what's doing all the translating. So I'm thinking of it this way. This is story-wise. You guys know Hitchhiker's Guide, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
The
just
little
like
the fish thing, but it's like the fish, but I'm thinking more of like what were the like sea monkeys?
Yeah.
So they come out in that powder form, like dried up brine fish in a sense, but as soon as they hit some sort of flesh of some sort, they come to life and do all the translating within your nervous system so it can affect your ears and everything inside of you.
So like
That's what I'm thinking.
Like Babel spores.
Yes. But I was thinking, yeah, but like sea monkeys, that's why they came out in a powder form, because they were all like dehydrated. And, yeah, that's how my mind worked on now. Just thought I'd explain it.
Nice.
So,
That's special.
on that note, you're here, you find out about your name's Mickey. We are going to go ahead and take a quick break so we can get some refreshments and use the restroom. Let's do this. Oop, I stopped it and then start again. All right. Just when you think you've learned everything you can. All right, so that's where we're at. You guys are currently finding out some decent information. Gonna get some stuff worked on. Some flavors of destruction. A lot of information leading up to something that you don't know what you're getting into,
Perfect.
which I think is great. So we're gonna take a little break. We'll be back probably 5-10 minutes. We got stuff to do. All right, I'll be back. We're back. Whoa, studio audience.
I got 2 meters.
We are revisiting Quap right now.
2 meters, that means you fall down.
We're gonna bring that back, right? Revival time. So, welcome back. We're gonna kind of jump right in. Remember to check out our sponsors, that kind of good stuff. They're in the trying to think of, up in that corner. Yep. Ambient Realms and Arknight. We want to give away stuff. So click the button, hop in there. We got a lot of stuff going on. So we're going to kind of delve right in, and we left with, we were at the Voltaic. So make sure that I have the Voltaic tunes playing. So, Voltaic. Go for it.
I remember what I wanted to do with coming here. I wanted to find Jaya with, like, I don't know how to describe it.
With your, you want to basically track the device.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember that because you're going to be locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. So she's standing there. All right, we're going to work on these. Give us about a cycle. Cycle? And she's like, oh, okay. Because the Grundle just kind of glared at her. Okay, anything else you wanted to take care of?
Yeah, can we track one of our friends, Jack?
Ooh, yeah, you wanted to be jacked in, huh? Yeah. Check this out. Yeah, it's over here. And she walks over and she goes, where's the port you have?
Okay. It's my belly button.
It's available.
Let me, this might, are your sensors, sensitive down in your port?
That's a good question.
Well, we're going to find out because I need to scan them out because this doesn't fit. We've never seen something like you, so we need to adapt it real quick. So give me a moment. And she takes her device and it goes over and it starts scanning. Does like that little window across there, but it is literally hitting all of the nerves that are inside of there to scan it. So I want you to do
No damage.
fortitude check.
Haha.
Because it's just doing a like.
That is 25.
So while she's doing it, every pass, it's like it almost hurts, but you're tough enough and know your sensory system that you have a Pillsbury Doughboy moment. So every time that it goes and scans it, it basically does this super tickle, and and you can't stop yourself from doing it. So, and she starts to chuckle.
Wait, are we there still?
Oh yeah, you guys are
I'm
still.
just laughing at him.
So then the scan goes by. Every time it goes by, it goes. He has to do it. And he gives a little. Holds his belly. He's like, I've never seen that reaction before. And you even see Mickey turn back over. And that's all. She's like, she's not a humorous person, but she found humor in your Pillsbury Doughboy moment. Yes. But she's like, pay attention. Okay. Give me a second. And she goes over and takes the 3D model up. You see a 3D model of an adapter, and she moves it around and looks at yours and makes them the same, merges them together. Okay. And then it processes, and basically that cable that she pulled out now has, all right, and puts it right inside. Give me a moment. Okay, moment's over. So it looks like we've got some information. You've scanned it, and we found out where you were storing it inside of your database. So you do have a good lock on his position, at least the device's position. Somehow he's already headed due north. Not very fast, though. I don't know how he's getting there, but you can track the device. It is headed north. Whether it's with Jaya...
He's riding a Chilean.
A Chilean?
A Trillion.
Oh.
But it's going quite... I mean, she's like, it's not very fast. You should be able to track it inside of your database now. Your tracking system should be able to see it, and you can. You're part of your database. You can see basically the little blip, 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 you know where it's headed.
Yeah.
It's basically due north of where you're at, and traveling pretty slow. I mean, but going that direction. That's because you're getting a hone in on the data pad.
Yeah.
Is that all you'll be needing? Because yeah, because I need that. Yeah, and she. Okay. You don't want to skip any. We almost got. No, you don't want to know what we found. Okay, so cycle, and you'll be back. Be back in a cycle.
Sounds good.
Okay, we'll be here.
Let's start the clock.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm going backwards. Okay, that's -2 meters.
See what you've done. Revive.
Well, we got a cycle to kill, right?
We go
and
to the.
You'll find out that it's less than a cycle. They're like it's pretty easy stuff to them to manufacture.
We go to the tip back and then we can talk to Harpo real quick and then
Mm-hmm.
fucking deal with them. The biggest plan is we're just gonna end up killing him anyways. He's stealing his money, so we figured he'd be on board with that.
Yeah.
So okay, good going there.
Sounds good.
Tip back.
-2 meters at a time.
Hey.
Walk in, and as you're leaving, the doors close, and you headed right towards the tip back. The tip back is
The tip back?
Tip.
No, that strip club is called the tip back.
It might be.
Do not accidentally go.
Accidentally.
Very awkward.
Oh,
Accidentally.
oh it's a district. That's a good name for a bar.
So, and the cool thing is, when you head towards the tip back, the band is still playing. They're playing 2 nights or 2 days. So the music is very similar. You see some familiar faces. You do see Oscar there. You see the elder lady behind the bar. You see everybody doing their thing. It's not super hustle bustle because it's still early in the morning. So some people are having their morning, whatever they have on this planet.
Is Harpo there?
Harpo isn't visible. He's not just hanging out.
Okay. Can I go to Oscar and I'll ask Oscar if Harpo's around.
But you, yeah. Corner booth again. You guys want your same round of? What do you like? Because you never met Oscar, correct?
I don't think so.
At the dip back? You never met him. It's like everybody else got like drinks from it. The usual oil.
Yep.
Something fizzy.
Yes. With an umbrella.
An umbrella this time.
Always.
Oh, I will remember that. Yeah. I'll remember that. Anything?
Ale?
Ale. Help me understand what you mean by ale.
It's a alcoholic beverage.
Your
Made
card
from barley.
and you know how to do it. It's like he's like,
23 meters.
oh, you
Are
like
you gonna jiggle?
fermentation kind of.
Yes.
You're a fermentation kind of guy. Okay, I think we have something. It's a little thick, but stays in the system for a while. It's good.
Alright, I'll try some.
It's oil.
Yours is old.
Buy some apples.
Got some old. So he heads back. Yeah, he's walking a corner booth. I'll message Harpo. Are you sure? Want to talk? Okay.
Yeah, I gotta talk to him one last time.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
So he walks off. I'll get your drinks. Head over to the same table. He'll be there. I'll get him in a little bit. So you enjoy your drinks. He's gonna come back within like less than 5 minutes. Oscar's back. Soon. He'll be here soon. Here you go, umbrella. And as he sets it down, the cool thing is the glass, as it sets down, the fizz starts to come from the bottom, and there's no umbrella. But the cool thing is, as the fizz hits the top, it blossoms. It like blossoms an umbrella on the top, and sets to the side. Yours is not. Oh, the traditional oil. Did you want that warmed up?
Yes, please.
Okay. So he grabs the bottom, twists it, and it starts to. There you go.
Thank you.
So it's like a little bit less thick and more fluid-like. So fermentation drinks. I have this, and sets down like a nice, large, like plastic. That it's that same kind of materials. Like everything here is built out of this hybrid wood, metal, plastic material. But it's quite large. I mean, you could almost put 2 hands around it. Most people like to drink a lot of it. So, warm or cold? Cold. Okay. So he goes back, he disappears, puts one barrel away, and goes, and grabs a cold one, and comes in. I got it here, and it basically looks like a barrel. It's a barrel made out of this plastic. This one here, and he just grabs up the thing. I mean, it's fresh right out of it. Something like that. I mean, you can see it. It's a little bit thicker than what you're used to as an ale, but it does froth at the top just as much. Has just as much of that resonance of the barley and hops. So you can tell it's a fermented drink. It's not barley and hops, but it is something that's fermented that smells familiar, but you know it's not beer.
Guys, I got far enough in plop. I found one of the things you jump over. I'm at 50.1 meters.
Yeah.
But you're all having your drinks there. If you're satisfied, we'll put it. I know Harp will be here, so we'll figure it out. Enjoy.
He's fast.
What?
She's at the library. She was reading. Yeah.
I like reading. I mean, that's a good place for her. It's a good place for her. And he walks up.
So we'll go find Harpo.
Yeah, you're gonna sit at the table. He's coming.
Okay.
So walking in, almost like it's almost like you can see a large collar show up, right? So and he's not inconspicuous. He's very flamboyant, and his tentacles and everything is slicked straight back. They're now in a small ponytail today. Yeah, I mean it's like their version of almost a man bun.
Tentacle bun.
But walks in and has more of a sway to him as he walks in. Today he has a nice fancy cane with him.
The beat people.
Click,
Yeah.
click, click.
Do you decide? You said you make up your mind.
I think you don't know where Deo is.
Oh yeah, no.
Oscar, you say. His mom wouldn't be happy if he was hurt in any way, would she?
He wouldn't get hurt anyway.
Here's how it's going to go down. I'll release Oscar to you. If he's not returned to me unharmed after you go to the station, I'll just have to have a chat with Mickey. It's a deal.
What about you also said there's gonna be gold, just so we can travel.
Gold. What is this?
Or
You
no,
mean
sorry,
credits.
credits. Sorry, I meant credits. Sorry.
Ah, because I know you know what gold is. Do you not? And I mean, you did in character. You made that. You said gold. I was like, but you do not know what gold is, do you?
I woke up on a sand planet.
So yeah, you have no idea of like this gold.
I like sand.
Why gold would
I
be
know
a.
what sand planet is.
To you, gold is a metal that's
Yeah.
found on a faraway planet that is used to build some things. You know, but credits. How much do you need?
I think I said 200. That was 200.
200. 500 it is.
Okay.
And he scans it.
Sweet ass phone.
Pretty easy.
Being as rich as you are and everything.
You know what? Here's a transfer credit.
Is that you? It's like, wait a minute, that's not really real.
But that's what I was gonna do too. That's funny. Did you know that?
I didn't
Listen.
know that.
That's actually the button I was pushing. I have not moved my finger. So when you did that, I was like, you usually didn't sound like that. Did I turn the intonation down? I don't even know what I did. But that was one. So when he does it, it's really quick.
Cool.
Yeah. 500 is, but don't let Mickey down.
I've never let Mickey down.
Wait, was it Mickey or Nikki?
Mickey.
Mickey.
Okay, I thought.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fun.
That's
you're so fun. Yeah.
Hey, Mickey.
Yeah.
Hey, Mickey. So he's like, okay, your adventure shouldn't take you more than, we said 30? 30 cycles?
Starting as soon as we walk out the doors.
30 cycles starts now.
As soon as we walk out the doors, jeez.
Do you want the 500 credits?
Well, I mean, alright. just,
You're such a kidder.
you know me. Okay, we're gonna leave now, bye.
Hey, he fixes a little tentacle came out of his ponytail, so he's like, tucks it behind his ear.
Guys,
Oh,
I finally got over it.
He's an ass rider, right?
yeah.
Yeah, his hair is like back, but it's like they're like tentacles, and he has them perfectly back. And enjoy your journey.
Enjoy the bar.
Oh, I always enjoy myself. Look at me.
On that cue, we're leaving.
Look at me.
See what I mean when I want to kill him?
Ah,
I'll gladly do it for you.
There's a lot of you to see.
isn't there? Thanks for coming by. What do they call you, fermented drinker?
No, people don't call me. I call them.
Oh,
Damn!
so
As I'm casually walking.
you like
Yeah.
information?
Oh shit!
We may be able to do business someday. And he turns around, click, click, and he does not need the cane. I mean,
He's a
it's
fucking bitch.
it's like a pimp stick. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he is putting on a persona that he is way cooler than everyone else. Yeah, you can tell he
we're gonna
is
come back
not.
here and
Make
enjoy
your steps.
killing him.
Make that much
But
noise.
but what you know that he is freaking loaded.
Did you let us know he was loaded?
I don't think I did yet.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't know.
Yeah,
so.
he know. You know. Griff knows he is.
got
He has
you know,
income
fancy
and
walking
from
stick.
so many different places.
I found the what do you call it jump in the Olympics where they have to jump into sand. Oh,
The long jump.
national hero! You ran to the end of the track and jumped. In the end, you went 100 meters in 82.3 seconds.
And that's why this gentleman is becoming a mechanical engineer. Is that correct?
Robotics.
Okay, I'm just sitting here like, I could never go for more than 5 meters. And he's like,
It doesn't work on this.
he's like, I just broke the game. I win.
I hit like one of
Screw
the
you,
buttons.
Brandon. Screw you.
The leg goes, "Rrrt," and I fall over, and then you reset, and then the leg's still that way, and you can't hit any of the buttons.
All you
So
have to do
just
is
like-
hit all of the buttons. And
No, on here it doesn't work.
Oh.
I can't do anything else once I hit the one key. It's like it's stuck.
All right, so
Anyway.
as he walks off, you guys are enjoying your beverages.
Oh yeah, I gotta go pay for him.
Well, Oscar comes by. I'm with you guys now.
Yeah, you're gonna help us with our journey,
So do we have a?
so we can learn more.
Do we have a? We've got the better part of the cycle to kill. Right?
You basically have the rest of the cycle before
We
it
have
gets
to go back
cold.
into-
Yeah, you got to go. You don't have to go back into hibernation. There, basically, when they talk about a cycle, the cycle is the 12-hour, 12-day sec part. So they're saying the way you were talking to Voltaic is like, come back this evening. It's
So
not
I've
a,
got-
you don't have to come back tomorrow.
We have on the
It's come
order of
back-
hours to kill.
Yeah, it's basically like give us 8 hours. Give us a work day
Okay.
to finish these
Um,
because they're quick.
So I want to. So what Krieger would do? He has a good sense for the criminal underground, and Mr. Walking Sick is definitely part of that. Which means he has competitors, and I want to find out who they are because they are the ones I want to talk to find out more about this guy.
So that's what's going on in Kragar's.
What's going on in my head?
Your head.
So I want to.
What is he gonna do? What's
I
Kragar
want
gonna do?
to go find similar establishments, but maybe a little more shady. If there's others sort of like kind of tucked away that maybe aren't as popular but are definitely known. Not like secret, but
Do you do a not a perception, do a learning for me. A learning because you spent a couple sessions on your own without these guys. So what you would have been doing at that point would have been looking for that.
right.
Okay, so do like a learning, like what did you learn? What did you remember during that time? What did you see and recall? That make sense?
Yeah.
I think learnings are fair.
So I've got I have a 0 in learning, but I have well-rounded feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I can make that roll with advantage.
Any roll? What is well-rounded? Let's look it up.
It says you have
Come on,
versatile-
guys, let's do
a
this.
wide range of experiences. Blah, 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 blah. Anytime you use an attribute with a score of 2 or less to make an action roll outside of combat that is not a bane or boon invocation, you gain advantage 1 to the roll.
Oh, rad. So you're basically saying anything you suck at,
I can roll twice.
you can actually give it a bump.
Yeah.
So you roll a d20 twice. See what you got. But you also have look at all your bolsters, look at all your legend points.
Yeah, no, I was gonna
I was
say.
just thinking that too.
I
when
was-
I've also got a
Yeah, I
bolster.
was gonna say I can bolster the shit out of you right now.
Yeah, so
So if you get a completely wrong.
the legend,
Yeah.
I can use a legend point.
You can always the legend points and bolsters and everything stacks, guys. That's the way I want to build this game. Is like I want to make it hard.
Mhm.
So I'm progressively trying to make it hard for you guys. So that's why you have all these legend points so you can stack.
Okay. 18. That's what I rolled.
Is that? I mean,
It's an 18 or a 1, so I'm choosing an 18.
wow, that's a big difference.
Should I
18.
bolster?
You definitely. That's up to you.
No, I'm bolstering.
I can't do any better than a 20.
And you already have an
So-
18.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's a pretty slim chance you will go with an 18.
Doo-doo butts.
With an 18, you definitely know in your equivalent would be there is a speakeasy in Meja. It is known to have some information trafficking going through it. It's not the most lucrative, but people can make a living there. You have found out in a couple, like whatever, a full day or whatever without these guys, that you did find information on this Harpo guy. Harpo guy is kind of like the guy who just looks for the money part of it. He's not really invested as a person or as a being. He's just not invested in it. He's just like, he loves the fame of it. He's not secretive. He's very flamboyant about it. But everybody else does the work. And his direct competitor in the speakeasy where some of the traffic goes through, you do have some underground guys who do it for the love of killing, the love of being that pirate, more than they don't want to be known. They actually have a heart for it.
They like to work.
Yep. They love what they do. Harpo, in that realm, the people you've talked to, that Harpo doesn't like to get his hands dirty.
Okay.
So he doesn't have as many people that work for him. He has just as many enemies.
So in the speakeasy, is there like somebody that kind of runs this place?
Did you want to go in there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So what are you guys gonna do? So we'll have that occur. But what do you guys want to do? You have basically almost a full cycle to not kill, but to figure out what the hell you guys are going to do. And where's Trillian? Where's Jaya? Where's Dayu?
We should go.
You're missing 3 people. 3 people in this mix.
You want to go library, find Trillian?
I don't know. I kind of want to make some rock puppies.
I'm going to go to the library, find Trillian.
You want to make what?
Rock puppies.
Look at you, just like, what? Wait, real quick. That answer. It's like, I don't know. I kind of want to make rock puppies.
And I was like, you want to go to the library? No, I kind of want to make rock puppies. I was like,
So, okay, let's say
That may be
I
a
asked
bug
if you want to go find Trillian. You say that. I'm just going to be like,
Here, I'll
I'm
show
just,
you.
I'm just going to go to the library. That's my just his reaction. Like,
I
okay.
want to know what's in your head. What the hell you're talking about a rock puppy? Because something's got to happen now.
Can you make it a lobster?
Rock puppy lobster.
A rock
Oh no.
Rock.
Rock lobster puppy.
lobster puppy.
Okay, I'm gonna roll to make a rock lobster puppy.
I'm going to the library. I'm looking
You're
for
going to the
Trillian.
library. Okay.
To look for Trillian. He's fucking
You
Fucking rock puppy,
you
like,
want to.
in the middle of
And
the
what was the
street.
roll? I
It's
think
like,
you had to roll a 16. What was it? What was it? Was a.
It's a power level 4 through 9.
Oh. So it's an 18. You have to roll an 18.
Alright.
If it's power level 4.
I've got 2d6 to hit.
Right? It's a boon, right?
Yeah.
And it's summon or what is it?
It's summon creature.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, it's got
Okay,
power level 4.
yeah. I'm
Wait,
gonna-
I'd bolster one of your 6s, right? Or one of your D6s.
Okay, so in total I have. That's 7 plus. That's 14.
What'd you roll on the D20?
7.
I don't know if that's. What'd you roll on the
A
other
5
stuff?
and a 2.
On your D6s?
Yeah.
Okay. You can bolster his 2.
It's 2.
Does that make
That's
sense?
not good enough. Yeah.
That would only give him a
not good
maximum of
enough.
4 more.
Damn.
I'm
If
not
you roll the
bolstering.
D6.
It's not worth. I'm sorry for
You
your
guys have
rock
legend
lobster.
points. How many legend points you
Yeah,
got?
use a
One.
legend point, bro. Use that legend point. Get
But it still won't
legendary.
get him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
But
Sorry about your lobster.
is Craigar there?
No.
He's already bolted to the underground.
He left. I was like, wanna go look for Trillion? I wanna make a rock lobster puppy thing.
Okay.
Just leave. I'm like,
Good luck with that.
fuck.
So you do try. You finagler's like, okay, so I made this
You're like,
water dragon. You're trying to channel. What's happening though is you're trying to create another creature out of rock, and for some reason this overwhelming longing to be reunited with Puppy distracts you. You're like, it'll never replace.
Cheater.
It'll never replace Puppy,
I
but
bet you eat
Dare you,
pumpkins too.
at least I'll try. And you
Dude,
try, and it
betrayed.
won't work. You're too emotionally attached to Puppy.
Trying to
You try.
the memory of.
It was gonna be a lobster.
And you're headed to the library.
I'm going to the library.
Track down.
Just look.
Trying to look for
Yeah,
Trillion.
just looking through.
Do like just do a perception, a basic
It's a
perception.
big old library.
Yeah, it's a large
so-
library, but do a basic perception.
Yeah.
Was that
24.
24? You're seeing a lot of residual, like, how do I want to put it? Yeah. You're sensing a lot of her electricity in the area. It's pretty easy to see that she was in the library. You could see the tracks of kind of where she was because she was reading books, and you see singed corners because she gets excited. And, it's like woo, and things kind of spark.
Any
And
sign of Dayu?
Dayu, no,
Okay.
not in the library at all. But with her, you can basically tell that she was in there for a while and went through a lot of books, but is no longer in the library. But you do have a sense of the wandering around Magi that she has not left the city. Just
Yeah.
you know her well enough, and you see the tracks well enough. She's not running from anything. She's not in trouble. She's just wandering. She's curious, so she has that little 8-9-year-old
Yeah.
like curiosity, and found something maybe floating in the air, and you could see that she walked out of the library and nothing bad, but just being her.
Is there like a couch or anything?
Plenty.
Shit. Alright, I'm gonna sit on that and look at my little pad thing. I'm just gonna look at it.
Okay, so you have a pad. Your
But,
pad.
she's fine. But,
You're starting to understand your pad more every single day. Your guys are starting to understand what it does, and it does pretty much everything you would ever need in this type of realm. When it comes to transactions, comes to scanning, comes to medical advice, comes to actually can heal you, can do different types of things that you're starting to understand a little bit more, because you're sitting on your device. And there's a little folder inside there that has a couple games. The cool thing is, it basically engulfs you, and it's not like you're pushing buttons. It will scan up to your face, and you're in a virtual reality.
Fuck yes. Okay, I'm gonna play some games.
So that's where you're at.
It's a
You
VR
have
headset.
found
Yes.
it's pretty shady, but not shady to where it's scary. Because it's Meja. It's not a real shady place.
Right.
But you are finding pretty much everybody that's inside of this, the place that you've been before, you went back over there, none of them can be recognized. All of them, even the people that are serving some drinks, all have some sort of cloaking device on them. So it's like you know a being is there, but you cannot recognize any defining features of anybody in here. It's a little bit more, it's like a safe room for trafficking.
Okay. Is there a bar?
Yeah, absolutely. That's, I mean, absolutely. There's a couple people up there, well, people or beings or images up there. They're not moving around much. There's no hustle bustle. People they don't come out to your table to serve you here.
Okay. I'll go to the bar and sit down. Yeah, wait for the bartender to come over.
And you can tell even the voice is like a cloaked. It's almost like some sort of strange digital sound. What will you have? You know it's not their voice. Here for drinks or here for business?
Both. I'll have, and whoever's like closest to me, I'll just point. Say, I'll have one of those.
Actually, he's just drinking tea.
Why not
Yeah.
drink it? I just gonna order them.
Good luck. And it
So
basically goes over to it's basically like just a circle that's sitting on the bar. And the image, he just puts his hand over it and it appears. What you're looking for.
Do you own this place?
We all own this place.
And perhaps you could help me.
We don't deal in help. We do deal in credits and work.
Well, work is the kind of help that I'm talking about. You're familiar with Harpo?
Ha. Ha ha. Everyone's familiar with Harpo. It translates to you douche bag.
That much I already know. I'm new and just trying to understand the lay of the land, and I want to know what he doesn't want me to know.
He traffics the high dollars. The rich in credit types. What kind of information are you needing?
I'm just curious if there are others about who would welcome a change in the bar landscape.
We like our place here. Nobody troubles us.
So you're okay with the way Harpo runs me?
Ha. Ha ha. No. Nobody is.
Well, I would be interested in offering services anonymously.
That's how you would get more information. Would you like a contract?
In terms of the contract or what I'm interested in, I am looking for a relationship where we would mutually benefit each other. I could, for example, perform a task.
We have tasks.
In exchange for some preferential treatment and maybe favors in the future.
This is what we specialize in.
Excellent.
Would you like to receive a contract?
How does the contract work? Do I know what the job is before accepting?
Do you own a data pad?
I do not.
No problem. What type of work do you usually do?
The wet kind.
You like to get messy?
If necessary. I specialize in subtlety.
Enjoy your beverage while I retrieve a contract.
It smells a little weird. It's almost like warm steering fluid. Kind of. I was like, it's not. It's definitely something of local that's not fermented, but it's definitely has some sort of. It gets other people a little tanked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You don't know what it's gonna do. Wise, you do know that it's consumable. You're
Won't kill me.
Yeah, you know that it's not gonna kill you. It might make you a little nauseous because you've never tasted anything like it before. But other than that, but he does walk off, comes back,
I'll pretend it's it.
and he has basically like a smaller data pad. Your contract, 30 cycles. I do know you are going north.
You know that.
Knowing is why we are here. Harpo makes money, earns credits by knowing.
I see. So what is the contract?
When you reach the correct destination north, your contract will be revealed to you. 30 cycles to complete. And the funny thing is, you can see his mouth moving a lot more, but that's all you're hearing. It's like a digital translation muting.
Kung Fu mode.
Yes, this is exactly what it is. You can see his move, and you're not hearing anything but that. It's a definite cloak of his voice, dialect, race, everything.
I usually don't accept a contract until I know what it is.
We usually do not accept aliens.
Oh, Mom.
Because
Since you've spent some time here, you do know you are totally an alien in this place.
Oh, I get that.
We all protect our livelihood.
Which means I'm expendable. Thus my concern.
We will not personally destroy you. If you accept the contract, when you find the destination, the contract may destroy you.
So you're getting out of this conversation is their protection is you have no idea what the contract is. They do know that you're headed north, so they gave you basically he's giving you something that's in the north, heading north. He's giving you a contract that once you hit that certain location, your contract is revealed to you, and you get to accept or deny it. At that point, you can't accept or deny it now.
Oh,
You're in basically not a public place, but you're in Magi.
I get it. That's what I wanted to know.
He's protecting
I wasn't
himself.
going to accept something and say yes
Yeah.
and do that and not know what it is.
Yeah, and you're smart enough and I don't want to do it through dialogue because you're smart enough as what you do for a living that you're getting this information from him.
Okay.
That he's protecting it. He's covering his own ass by not giving you what the contract is.
So he's giving me the promise of a contract.
Yeah, you have a contract, and you don't have to make a decision now. He's telling you this.
Okay.
But once you reach a certain location with that device, that it will reveal
Yeah.
your
So to
contract.
me, a contract is I agree to perform this action,
Yes.
and I'm not agreeing to that
No.
right now.
You're agreeing to
It's
take.
a promise that I will be offered a contract.
Yes,
Okay.
that's it.
All right.
It's like a two-part
Got it.
because
Done.
they cover their ass.
Yeah.
Harpo may be rich, but these guys are way smarter.
Okay.
Maybe I can like see what the contract is before.
You don't even know what's going on.
I know.
So is this the thing that I take with me, or I have to? Okay.
No, you take it with you. It's a small.
So that's what is activated. when I get
Yes,
to this
you
point?
have that with you, and it's basically something just has a pulsing little, like red light on it, and he's informing you that once you reach your destination due north, some destination, some location, it will reveal your contract.
Okay. I'll tuck that away, and then pull that out, smell it one more time, and say, "This smells good." And just get up and leave.
Ha. Aliens.
And let's head back to. I'll head back to the place, the bar where they were, or where we all left.
Tip back. Okay.
Yeah.
And then-
I'll just poke my head in and see.
Were you the tip back trying? You were
There's
at the
anybody
tip back
still
trying
there.
to create a rock creature.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's still there.
Okay.
She's still in the library.
He's just going, ah! Hurrah.
He's doing this. My rock lobster.
It's like rock.
So you just talking. You just got done talking about death and your contract, and you're walking on a synth in the corner trying to create a rock lobster. So we'll end there on what's
Of you walking over with the face of like.
we will end there with
Back out.
the the thoughts of
Round of applause.
the thoughts of some strange impending. You don't know the contract. You know you are ending. Griff is on the hopes of we may find Tanya soon.
Yep.
Okay. You are basically going, I found some sweet games on this digital pad.
I got some money for.
I got some sweet credits. And
Minesweeper, modern.
I'm
warfare.
gonna get a sweet paint job on my pistol.
Hell yeah.
So it's like you've got this like, man, this
Just
place
in there
is
like,
not so
yeah.
bad. You've got some hope
You
of
guys-
Tanya and you're still
You guys are
longing
really
after
trying to do
your
some
puppy.
work.
You were like finding, I may be able to find work even on this planet. So I
found
want to
some
end there.
great
It's
video
like,
games.
you guys are finding some things about you guys. But thanks, guys. I think next. I don't know. I think next time is gonna be a few weeks. But I think we'll do some recapping and get more into game pretty quick because we do have, and I don't want to reveal anything, but I just gotta say, shit's gonna go down.
I did.
The things the decisions that all of you have made, and the people that you've talked to, you have affected some of them in a very positive way, and some of them in a very negative way. So I remember those things because I think that's fun, and yeah, shit's gonna go down. I have this. It's all in my head, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Hopefully the people that are watching are enjoying it. But thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on a Monday. I know.
It's a man like a
The only
Monday.
ones that
Oh,
pissing off.
whoa. Anybody want to go out on singing Manic Monday? Brandon?
The only ones that I remember pissing off were the ones that disappeared into the forest like the first.
Oh yeah,
And
those
then-
guys are gonna come back.
And I think that's why I'd like to go and do a one-on-one with everyone, even if we did it on a Skype chat or something like that. Like a little interview on that, because you've affected a lot of people on this. You've affected a lot of people on this planet, and you've been through some places where you affected people throughout the universe. You guys were on a prison ship. You also were in a spaceport. So those people go all over the place. So there's some characters you guys affected all this way, and I will do my best to make sure that the ones that liked you still like you. The one that you pissed off, they're still pissed off.
Good shit.
That's my favorite. All right. We want to go out on Manic Monday? Brandon was going to lead us in Manic Monday. He was going to do a round. Just another Manic Monday.
Oh.
I wish it was Sunday. Oh.
Okay, we're going to go out.
Okay,
Peace
bye.
out.
Bye.